everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Welcome to another podcast, JIRO and CHI's English podcast. Thank you for joining us today. I guess balmy, gloomy, sort of humid Tuesday afternoon, huh?
Yeah, it is, but it's getting warmer. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, but hopefully this wet weather goes away, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Not very pleasant. But yeah, thank you for joining us today. Hope you guys are having a nice day so far. We're here. We're going to talk about what today, JIRO? What's on the menu, huh?
Today, so we are going to talk about dating apps.
Yes, okay. We're going to talk about love for all you out there, okay?
Why are you so excited about it?
Dating apps. I mean, I missed out on this. I'm way too old for this, but I'm looking forward to hearing about what you have to, your input on this, huh? So yeah, dating apps are apparently on the rise in Japan, huh? I mean, I remember, like, do you remember back in the day in college, like when those websites like hotornot.com or you know what that website is?
I have no idea, man. What are you talking about? Was it popular in the US?
Yeah, it was popular when I was in college. You would simply go to these websites, people would upload their pictures, and you would swipe left for hot, I think, or no, not hot, and right for hot. I forget which way you swiped.
Really?
Or you didn't swipe, but you would click hot or not, right? And that actually developed into Tinder. What is modern day Tinder? Huh? That website.
Okay, is it like before Facebook or?
Yeah, it was. I think pre-Facebook. This is pre 2005, right? So
2005. Yeah.
Well, this is probably during that time when those guys were developing all that stuff, huh? So Zuckerberg's about our age, right? So yeah, we're all in the same class. So they were probably working on that stuff at Harvard at that time, right?
Right.
So we just sometimes me and some of the guys from the dorms we just drink and like we go through the pictures and stuff, and it's funny, you know what I mean? Like yeah, it was all new, right? It was all this social media, you know what I mean? Oh, it's the first generation social media, huh?
Yeah.
So apparently now these matching apps or dating apps, you want to call them, they have gotten a pretty big chunk of how people meet in Japan. Huh? I think
definitely,
according to this article here, that 25% of people who got married last year met through matching apps, which equals the number of people who met like through work. You know what I mean? Which is the same number at 25%. Huh?
You mean in Japan?
Yeah, in Japan.
Oh man.
So I'll just use the numbers here. So yeah, 25% of people met through matching apps or at work. That's about the same. Yeah. And then third was introduction by a friend at 13%, and then meeting at school 9%, marriage hunting parties or events. I guess
Omiai party, right?
Like an omiai party, I think, came in at 7.3, and pickups. I guess that means picking someone up at the bar or club.
Yeah.
Came up at 1%.
1%. Wow.
Yeah. So it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often in Japan. I'm sure this number is a lot higher in the States, right? Where people like go to like bars to meet potential mates, right?
I guess.
Yeah. So these matching apps. I mean, I've never used one before.
Have you ever tried to use it?
No, I've not. This is, like I said, this is way after my time. So I mean, I was married by this time with a kid, I think. So
Oh,
I missed out. Yeah. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't have done so well, you know, since I'm not very photogenic. So, but I mean, like, I wonder how these things, not how they work, but I mean, are they pretty reliable? I mean, so who you see in those pictures is actually who you meet. Like, they're not just some photoshopped or doctored pictures.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I was kind of, suspicious about using this kind of apps, before.
Yeah.
I mean, I started using these apps, right after I came back from Australia.
Yeah.
Until then, I didn't even, trust, these apps and to meet, someone in person. And yeah, because like you said, a picture that you look at and then the actual person that you meet, they're totally different. I mean, it depends. But now it's kind of atarimai.
Yeah.
To meet new people in Japan.
I wouldn't say atarimai. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna cut you off there, but I wouldn't say it's natural.
Yeah, it's natural, right? It's atarimai, right?
I mean,
because when you say, "Oh, I'm using dating apps," and people look at you like, "What? you're using a dating apps? No, people don't do that anymore, right? I mean, probably, 3 to 4 years ago, if you say, "Oh, I'm using the dating apps," what? Are you serious, right?
Well, I guess since the pandemic, right, it sort of gave us a legitimate reason to like, we can't go out and meet people in real life. So, yeah, I mean,
I think people need a kind of an excuse to do this kind of, shady stuff.
Yeah.
Online and meet new people, but yeah.
Well, do you remember like the early days of the internet when you'd go to chat rooms and meet people? Like, I actually tried that once with a friend. Like, we went on and we logged into like a chat room, and then you talk to people. And that time when you're just like sending pictures would take like hours. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't wait, so we're like, we don't care what you look like. We'll just meet you as soon as possible. We went there, and I was like, oh shit, bad idea. we were like teenagers. We were like probably like 18, 19. I mean, this is back in the like days of AOL. You know what I mean? Okay. So when those days, people were still like dating through those chat rooms. But now we have smartphones where we can see pictures, and or at least like high resolution pictures, not some like grainy, photographs. So
yeah, I mean there are kind of a certain step that you take before you decide just start communicating or even meet, right? You look at the pictures and then because you have a certain criteria, right?
Yeah. Yes. Well.
So and then what they do and then
Well, I mean,
profiles and
like. So as a male, when you're looking for like a female, are photos the first thing you look at, or I mean, how do you prioritize? Do you like based on personality or distance, or what's?
How to judge personalities, from photos, and definitely appearance first, right?
Well, I mean, they list their personalities. What I'm saying, right? They probably say, "Oh, I'm funny," or "I'm kind," or I mean, that's how. You remember like old like classified ads? That's how people describe themselves, right? You describe yourself, and if you think, "Oh, okay, this person has these qualities that I like, and they match my qualities," and then you.
That's definitely one of the important factors, but I mean, you definitely look at the face first, appearance first, right? How do you judge without looking at the face?
Well. I'm just going on based on. I imagine, don't some of these online these dating apps have videos now of like video introductions? I'm pretty sure they have it now. Like not just pictures, but I'm sure they have like a video now where you probably give you a little self introduction. I mean,
I guess.
Yeah, based on that, you could probably make a pretty good judgment on whether this person is someone you want to meet or not, right?
Yeah.
By the way they speak.
I mean, the way it works is like just look at the pictures and then swipe right if you're interested, and left if not, right? So I mean, there are tons of profiles and the stuff on the platforms, and the first thing you look at is definitely pictures, not the personality. Of course, that's probably a second step and a third step, depending on the person. You see what I mean?
Okay, so take me through this. So first, you look at the pictures. You swipe right if they're good, left if not, right? So let's say you swipe right on this person, right? So this person gets a message on her or a notification on her side that you have swiped, like thumbs up, right? And then depending on whether she likes you or not, she can like then begin like communication. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So once you get that notification on your side, you're like, okay, you message her, hi, I'm blah blah blah, and then from there it's
it depends. That's how it works on Tinder.
Yeah.
But I think that there are several dating apps like Tinder, probably the biggest player in the market, and probably the second biggest player. I'm not sure if it's in Japan, but probably Bumble. Have you ever heard of Bumble?
I have heard of Bumble. I thought Bumble was an app for gay men. Am I not right? No, for real, man.
You're totally wrong.
Okay. All right, well. Or was that Rumble? I forget what it was. Anyways, I thought it was Bumble. Okay, at any rate. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on Bumble, I mean, when you get a match, women make a first move. They decide on whether they, just send the message or not.
All right. So, I mean, how long does this like communication go on for? I mean, like, because I remember in the States, pre-pandemic, I remember like friends telling me, oh, it's so easy to hook up on these apps, and Like people were, like for reals, they were doing these like a couple times a day. I was like, holy shit! Like these guys must have all the time in the world, you know, to be hooking up like, because it was like a free for all. Yeah, on Tinder. I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So people were hooking up left and right, and I was like, wow. I mean, it wasn't this easy back in the day, right? I mean, you're talking about.
Right.
So this has made it like that much easier for everyone to meet.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I was a woman, I still be skeptical. I mean, you know, because there's a lot of creeps out there, right? And
yeah.
like, I wonder what these apps do to like put like for safeguarding these women, huh? So there's none of these perverts out there.
Yeah.
Like in your experience, like with the photographs, I mean, are most of these photographs, are they touched up? I mean, are they just, what kind of photographs do people post, the females?
Like a picture of them just smiling or carefully like choose, you know, the best photos. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Well, of course. I mean, of course, you can put your best face forward, huh? I mean, no pun intended. But I mean, like, I'm talking about like, are these pictures like touched up? Like, you know, they've been through.
It depends.
Because if I even have a hint of like, oh, you know, this person has got like it's had some Photoshop done, I'd be like, oh, you know, no thanks.
Yeah.
Because that's a red flag right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You can just see it, right? And I mean, if they, you know, Photoshop it and then, right?
Well, how about some of those like pictures where it's at the angle of the camera where they take it up like, you know, looking. You know.
Yeah, that's tricky. Yeah, that's tricky.
Or like
that's a strategy. So yeah, you have to be careful.
Yeah, I guess the signs are there. If there's a picture, if there's only pictures of just their face, no body pictures, then yeah, I'd be a little suspicious as well. Right? So.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I guess this is the future. I mean, it's only gonna get bigger and more popular. Huh? I think.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I've used, you know, a few dating apps, and you know, what I hear is that, you know, many people just use, you know, up to, I don't know, 3 to 4 apps at a time.
Oh wow!
And and then the platforms can start to, you know, blend together. Like, so the apps are you know, pulling, let's say, you know, the same dating pool, so the user is seeing the same people and matching with the same people and not finding anyone new.
Oh, that's a trip, huh?
I didn't say, you know, and stay on the platform for a long time. I just, you know some of the apps, you know, for, I don't know, a few months or so. So I'm not an expert about it, but when I was using a few apps and, you know, just looking at the, you know, profiles and I mean, you know, they're, you know, the same people just showing up, and I've seen this, you know, the person, and then, you know, you see what I mean?
Actually, the same picture. Huh? Yeah. I mean, I guess especially if you're like, because I think some of those apps give you like features like on distance, right? You choose like from this area. I mean, if you're in, I mean, I'm sure the same people are coming up in your search, right?
Yeah.
On all those apps. So, I mean, don't you kind of miss like the old school way of going to compas or like those?
I don't know. I get tired of just sitting and meeting a lot of new people. You know, I mean, it's tiring, man. I mean, once you go there and meet someone, you have to stay there for a while, like, you know, a few hours, and, you know, spend time with them. Whether you like it or not, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of tough, and then, you know, you have to pay a lot of money for it.
True. That's true.
I don't want to be stingy about it, but I mean, if you do, you know, compa, like, you know, a few times a week, it costs a lot.
Yeah. Well, one of our mutual friends was doing it for a while. Do you remember he was inviting you to like and all these? Let's not reveal his name, but yeah, I remember he was. It does get costly because I mean you're paying for your end plus like I guess the girls, right, as well, right? A part of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think I still prefer to meet people
in person.
Yeah, in person. I mean, because if you go to these compas, I mean, if you meet someone that's very nice, I mean, you don't have to like date them. Just sort of exchange information. Maybe they have friends, and like that's how you network, right? That's why I'd go about it. I mean, dating apps is not my cup of tea, but yeah. Because like I said, I'm not very photogenic, as you can probably tell. So like, I think people would be like, yeah, no, I'm passing this guy. So.
I mean, in my experience, the dating apps are pretty good in terms of efficiency and productivity. I don't want to just think like in a job, but I mean, like I said,
analytics, man.
Exactly. I mean, because you can make a decision.
True.
On whether you just have a meet in person or not. You don't want to, then you don't have to, right?
True.
But once you decide to just do compa and then meet people in person,
you're committed.
Yeah. You just have to go there physically and meet them. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, gotta have plan B, you know what I mean? You go in there and like if it's not working out, have your friend call you, hey, you know what? Gotta go.
That's so rude.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the marriage like rate on those compas are very high, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it'd be hard to go there and find someone. Oh, I really like this person, and I want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But at any rate, I guess we've exhausted this topic. I hope everyone you enjoyed that. If you like this episode, hit the like button and subscribe. Tell your friends, and we hope to see you on the next one.
I mean, if you have any topics you'd like us to cover, you just feel free to drop us a message, please. Yeah, thank you for just joining us, and take care.
Okay, see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you. Bye-bye.
ジローとチーの英語で雑談を聞いてくださり、本当にありがとうございました。質問や感想、ポッドキャストで取り上げてほしいトピックなどありましたら、概要欄のリンクにてご連絡お願いします。また、このポッドキャストを聞いて少しでも良かったなと思ったら、お聞きの媒体にてぜひ良いレビューをお待ちしております。
Thank you for listening to JIRO and CHI's English podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to discuss on the podcast, let us know through the link in the description. And if you enjoyed our podcast, leave us a positive review on the platform where you listen to it.
では皆さん、次回のエピソードでお会いしましょう。
Looking forward to seeing you guys again in the next episode. Take care and see you guys later.
Bye!